Hello and welcome to Talking Good Gamers Match B. Sevilla. Yes, Sevilla against West Ham United, last 16 in the Europa League. Gonzo, usually I ask you about our opponents. I'll do that in a second, but before I do, how are you feeling?
I'm tremendously excited. Really am. I'm really excited. Almost nothing else this week matters. Well, obviously things do, but football-wise, it really doesn't. I'm so focused on this. It's going to be the highlight of my week, both from a footballing perspective, sort of an evening perspective. I don't even want to watch anything else on telly this week. I'm just completely immersed in this. I've waited a very, very long time. And I can't believe it's happening. Really, this is magnificent. This is a real occasion to be cherished. And I'm not a massive fan. I've got to be honest of the two-legged football. I was brought up, in a preferring the straight knockout, if you like. That being said, we get 2 evenings of enjoyment out of this, hopefully. So I'm buzzing. What about you? I take it you're feeling fruity about it.
Yeah, I'm very giddy. I couldn't look forward to the Liverpool game on Saturday. Saturday come around, it was almost like, I think it's because you were playing Liverpool as well and you were expecting to get beat, but my mind was already on this game. I can't wait. I just wish there was like more content to some extent. You know, like the FA Cup final. All week you get little videos here and there, and you can watch it, interviews and stuff. I almost want that. I'm almost in like cup final mode for West Ham. I want as much content as I can get, where I can read it, I can listen to people talking about it. I'm well excited. I mean, as we're recording this, it's Tuesday lunchtime. The game's still like over 40 hours away. I'm already excited. I still can't believe it. I'm sort of pinching myself. This is happening. And it feels special. You know, it's hard not to get worked up and overly excited and stuff. And hopefully when we talk about how we think the game's going to go, I can calm down a little bit. But if you ask me right now, I'd probably go 4-0 West Ham just because I'm that excited. But this is what football's about. Football's about memories. Football's about dreams. And this is what this is. Thursday is. We've been dreaming of this. We're living it now. And hopefully we can create a memory as well on Thursday evening. But anyway, opponent Sevilla, what do you make of them?
Remarkable club. Absolutely brilliant. To be as consistently excellent, and we are talking about excellence here, to be as consistently excellent at European level as they are, particularly given the competition, it's not even competition, that they have in their league, is remarkable. And just to put it into perspective, those 2 giants hoover up the majority of the money in Spain. There's very little left for anybody else. It's not dissimilar to the distribution of wealth in Scottish football in that sense, you know. So to be able to do what they do consistently says an awful lot about the infrastructure at the club, because it doesn't appear to matter who the manager is, who the players are. That club is geared up for European excellence, and you just have to really admire everything they do, and particularly when you look at their, clubs in this country who would consider themselves to be big clubs and excellent clubs, and maybe haven't won a trophy for years, and you look at Sevilla and you think, wow, that really is the benchmark. And quite frankly, I wanted Rangers. I'm not going to deny it, but realistically, I think we're lucky to be playing them. I think it is an absolute peach of a tie.
Yeah, European giants, aren't they? They're the serial winners in this competition. The team to look up to, if you like. And when we often do previews of English clubs, ones like Wolves or Leicester, we'll look at them in seasons gone by with a little bit of envy. And we think, oh, that's a good blueprint to follow. Actually, when you look at European clubs, I think Sevilla is a blueprint for West Ham to follow in some regards, because they found it difficult to win La Liga for the reasons you've said, with the 2 giants there, the 2 super clubs there, if you like. And West Ham will be like that. We won't get towards the title in Premier League because of those. But Sevilla has shown you can have major, and it is major success elsewhere in European football, that you can go on and achieve quite a lot of things as well. And it must be unbelievable being a Sevilla fan, because they've had a lot of success and a lot of trophies recently, but every season goes to start, they will believe they're going to win something that season, because they've done it year after year. They've been winning stuff. And they still go into sort of the major tournaments as underdogs to some extent. When they're in the Champions League, they are seen as an underdog, and arguably, rightly so, they finished third in their group. But when they're in that Europa League competition, which we're in now, they're straight away one of the favourites because of how serious they historically take the tournament. And a lot of clubs live in the shadows of the super clubs in their countries, but not Sevilla really. They sort of stand on their own a little bit and say, well, actually, yes, okay, you two have had ridiculous success, but we've had our own success. We've got our own respect here from neutrals, from a season stuff. And unbelievable club. And they always seem to, when you look at this squad, they've got some fantastic players. There's also some players there you think, crikey, they're not doing bad considering the players they've got at their disposal to some extent. I don't think it'd be harsh to call them Premier League has-beens or Premier League failures to some extent, because they are that. Some of the players at Sevilla are those, but they've gone there. Good environment for them, and they're doing bloody well. Was this a team you wanted? Rangers, I wanted Rangers, but I tell you what, this is the one team I wanted to avoid. I didn't want Sevilla. Out of everybody, this is the one I thought, not them, please, not them at all.
Yeah, because they are brilliant. They're efficient. They know what they're doing. There'll be a load of players in that dressing room and just around the club. There's going to be an excitement to West Ham. And that excitement will manifest itself in many ways with West Ham. Some are going to be excited. Some are going to be a nervous energy. Some are going to be, hopefully not. Some may be debilitated by those nerves. The point is, it's unusual. We have a bunch of players who are not used to being in this situation. Sevilla are going to be almost walking, whatever. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be walking in there thinking, oh, this old thing again. They won't even be feeling that now is the crunch time in the tournament. This is massive for us. It's the knockout rounds. Sevilla will be thinking, it starts to get serious in a couple more rounds. So someone pass me slippers, please. They're just going to take it in their stride. And so for that reason, in answer to your question, they're a team to avoid. They have a blueprint. They know what they're doing. They've probably got multifaceted tactics that they can throw at us. Lots of good players and a calmness. And not just that, probably a cockiness in a good way that not only are they used to be in there, actually they should be there. And that's something to be worried about when you get drawn against a team like that.
Yeah, I was worried about them for their history in the competition to some extent, because they do take it serious. Like you said, they've got the experience as well. And I agree with you. They're probably quite relaxed going into this one. They probably aren't as giddy as what me and you are. The Sevilla fans are probably thinking, what are you getting all worked up for over there in England? What's the big deal? You still got, you're not even in the quarterfinals yet. You just calm down a little bit. But this season, you look at them second in La Liga as well. They're having a really good domestic season. And sometimes the Europa League, it's a bit of a bail them out kind of thing. It's a way of getting into the Champions League through the back channels. If they can't make it the top four in their domestic league, win the Europa League, you're in the Champions League again, and you get the wealth that way because you're not getting it domestically. But they're holding their own, and more so in their domestic table this year as well. So everything's going right for them. I've got a few numbers to throw at you, but before I do, this video is sponsored by the One Football app. And even if you're a Sevilla fan, get it downloaded to your device because it's got your team on there. If you're a West Ham fan that wants to find out a little bit more about Sevilla, not just the random bits of numbers I've got for you in a second, it's a great way to learn, get a little glimpse of what Sevilla are all about. Get downloaded to your phone or your iPad, your tablet, whatever it is. The link's in the description and pinned comments of this video. It takes 30 seconds to download. It doesn't ask you to sign up. There's no personal information needed. Ask you for your favourite teams. So you click West Ham or Sevilla, any competitions you wish to follow. Well, we'll have the UEFA Europa League, please. We'll follow that one this year. But when you then click on it, you can go into West Ham, go into fixtures, Sevilla's there, click on Sevilla, it'll bring up their squad, and there's plenty of names you'll recognise in that squad of Sevilla as well. I'll mention a few of them as well, but once you click on them, you can see how many appearances they've got this season, how they're getting on domestically. So go and get a little bite-sized look at our upcoming opponents on Thursday night using the One Football app link in the description. Now, Gonzo, would you like some bits and pieces around Sevilla?
Yes, please.
Well, you were getting them anyway, even if you said no. They're currently second in La Liga behind Real Madrid, although they are 8 points behind the leaders of in La Liga. But they're unbeaten at home in the league this season. They've got the best home record in La Liga this season thus far, unbeaten. They've won the Europa League 4 times in their history. 6 if you want to include the UEFA Cup as well, which is a record as well. The only defeats in their last 24 UEFA League knockouts were on away goals. That was to Porto and Slavia Prague. Thomas Souček scoring in that goal from the spot as well. And in fact, that defeat against Porto 11 years ago was the last time a non-Spanish team beat them at home in the Europa League. Since then, they've won 27, drawn 5, and lost 2. The 2 losses coming against Atletico Madrid and Real Betis. But Sevilla put them out on penalties as well. So the defeats didn't really matter in the end. Just a quick reminder, there's no away goals in the Europa League. So myself and Gonzo are going to go on and discuss the team we'd like to see and stuff. There's no away goals, so it doesn't really matter. If it's 2-2 at the end of the second time, it goes straight into extra time, regardless of if it was 2-0, 2-0, or 2-1, 1-0 cut. But I think there's no away goals. Now, there's some players you will recognise, but before I do them, Gonzo, any players you admire? I know you've got a couple.
I do, yeah. Well, it's a really good chance for boys to check out in person without sending the old virtual scout over to see Josip En-Nesyri, who has been chasing around with a big box of chocolates and a Valentine's card for the last 2 years, saying, "Oi, Josip, get yourself over here, old son." And Josip's been saying, "No, thank you, I'm quite happy here." But he's relentless, Moyes. He's feeling very particularly romantic, and he'll get a good chance to have a look at him. Good player, and a player really suited to Moyes' style, which is why he's been chasing him. There we go. He's batting a bit above his average there, maybe, but we've all tried that once in a while. They've got, of course, they've got Martial there. You don't need any introduction. He's on loan from Man United, I believe. But also they got somebody that we were linked with a while ago, and his name is Gonzalo, which I actually did a video about him because that was his start name. Second name Montiel, and we were linked with him. And when he was at River Plate, he was meant to be the best player in the league. And because of that, we did a video and had a little look at him. Very, very fine player. Didn't sign for West Ham, signed for Sevilla. I don't think he started the last game, but he's been chopping and changing quite a bit, the manager. So, for instance, Martial had been playing, En-Nesyri hadn't. And now En-Nesyri, I believe, played in the last game. They got Torres there. No, not Fernando. He really has retired. Another really good player. They're packed full of them. Rakitic, lots of them. Lots and lots of really good players who you're going to have heard of.
Yeah, one of the best centre-backs in the world, really, with Koundé. You know, it's no surprise that Chelsea have sort of pursued him for quite a while. And I'd imagine this summer, I'd be surprised if he doesn't leave Sevilla as well and go to, I'd say, one of the better clubs. I mean, they're second in the league and potentially going to go on and win Europa League. It's not a bad season for them, but I do think he's one of the best in world football. And they've also got, do you remember John Jordan? Remember him? They've got him. We were linked to him. John Jordan, the defensive midfielder. We were linked to him.
Yes.
John.
Yes. Yeah,
Juan. How do you pronounce his first name? John Jordan. No. We were linked to him for ages. I think it was under Pellegrini. We were linked to him for quite a while. He plays for Sevilla. He's doing all right for them as well. They've got Ocampos as well, who likes to cut in. Tricky little player that we need to keep an eye on. But lots of good players at Sevilla. Gonzo's Montiel is injured for this game. They've got up to 9 players missing. Sevilla, up to 9 players missing. Delaney, who you will know from your Dortmund days, not that Gonzo played for Dortmund, he's suspended for the tie. But they've also got Fernando, who used to play for Manchester City. They've got Jesus Navas, who also used to play for Manchester City, will probably be right back for Sevilla on the evening. As Gonzo mentioned, they've got Martial. They've also got Eric Lamela from Tottenham. He is at Sevilla. However, he will not be featuring on Thursday night as he's no longer registered in the squad. Neither is Suso, who had a 1-year spell at Liverpool. So plenty of
Jordan Hugo.
No, Suso.
Oh, right.
Plenty of former Premier League players for you to get your teeth into. Right, enough about Sevilla. Enough about me and Gonzo pretending we know who we're talking about. So we're talking about West Ham as another team that me and Gonzo are going to pretend we know who we're talking about. The injury update so far is Jared Bowen. While his injury was not significant at Anfield, he is more than likely to miss the game on Thursday night, as well as the game on Sunday against Aston Villa. So it seems extremely unlikely Jared Bowen will be available for selection. There's also concerns over the availability of Declan Rice. He missed a game at Anfield due to a chest infection, and I think they just assumed he'd be okay. But as it stands, it's looking touch and go. But for our hypothetical 11s, Gonzo, we'll include Declan Rice in this one, and we might have a little discussion as to what to do if he's unavailable, or we'll save that for a cup of tea tomorrow night, because we'll find out more tomorrow night if he's going to be available.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So, hypothetical 11, you've got your pen, you're scribbling it down. Who would you like to see him go?
I will have a bit of Lucas Fabianski. I think still for this one, I can't see it going any other way. I think that's who Moyes will choose as well. I just think it's probably the right thing. You want as much stability as possible in this lineup. I think so anyway. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I would disagree, actually. I would go with Areola. I don't like this cup goalkeeper thing. I don't mind it in the domestic cups, right? You know, the earlier stages of the League Cup and stuff. And it always gets a bit awkward then if you qualify for the final. What you're going to do? You're going to play your best team, or you're going to remain loyal to the goalkeeper. You know, fair play to Jurgen Klopp in the Carabao Cup. He remained loyal. But it's easy when the second goalkeeper is good. You know, and it's not a token gesture.
Yeah.
And I don't think Areola is a token gesture. I think Areola is good enough. I would keep him in because also I think Fabianski had a poor game at Liverpool. So for that reason, I think I'd go with our French keeper for this one. I think will play Fabianski. I agree with you. I think Moyes will play Fabianski, but me in my 11, I like to see Areola. So I guess a big question now is a back four or a back three.
I'll go for back three, please, Gio, for this one. I think.
Give me your people. Give me your personnel.
I'm going with a Ben Johnson, Kurt Zouma, Issa Diop, Aaron Cresswell, and El Fornicador. Which, if you
have to ask you,
Spanish, you know what that means.
Now I'm going to have to ask you, where's Craig Dawson? You're a Craig Dawson fanboy.
I like him. I think it's been a remarkable signing, Gio. But I don't, Craig Dawson has been elevated to a position where I don't think he even expected to be. He was brought in as our backup centre half, and I think he's done remarkably well. Show me a better signing for a couple of £1 million. Outstanding. Okay, but this is the top level of European football here. You know, he's not got a mark Chris Wood, so this is really, really important that we get this right, and I think they're going to be quite buzzy as well. I think he's a remarkable player, Dawson, particularly for a lot of the English fixtures. But this is not. This requires craft and guile and sneakiness and probably a little bit of pace. And for that reason, he doesn't get into my back three.
I'm going for back four with the same personnel as you, really. Ben Johnson, Issa Diop, Kurt Zouma, and Aaron Cresswell. I guess it helps that I am not a Craig Dawson fanboy, so I don't think it would be a surprise I'm not including him in mine. I think Diop's in form. It's not just taking Dawson, who I think is a bit out of form. He's had a few poor games recently. It's not just you taking him out. You're putting in a guy that is doing really well recently, and I think he'd be more suited to the task of facing Sevilla. I agree with you. They're going to have pace for that front three. We're going to need to make sure we can match them a little bit. I've seen in the last couple of games where Dawson's got exposed by pace up against Broja, up against Luis Diaz as well. He's been troubled by it. So I think we'd be foolish to put him back in against a speedy Sevilla attack, if you like. So for that reason, I would put Diop in there in the back four. Now, moving into your midfield, what are you saying? Picks itself, really.
Well, I've got a sort of sitting two of Declan Rice and Mark Noble.
Give me a.
Go on, I've dangled the old carrot then. Come on. What do you want to know?
Well, the thing is nothing really, because I would like to see Rice, Noble, and Souček in midfield. I'm sort of matching up Sevilla. Sevilla's probably going to play a 4-3-3 or a slightly 4-2-3-1 formation, but a 4-3-3 really. So I'm sort of matching it up a little bit. And I thought Noble was fantastic against Liverpool. I thought he came on, and in this game Thursday, we're going to need experience. We don't have loads of it in terms of European competition at that level, but there's plenty of players in that team with experience in other forms. You know, we've got a French international in Kurt Zouma. We've got a French international in Areola, a Polish international or retired one, but one with plenty of caps in Fabianski, all played at major tournaments. And we feel we've got Declan Rice, who just played at the Euro 20 final. We've got Souček, who's played Sevilla in the past in knockout stages of the European competition, plays for Czech Republic. So while we don't have experience in this competition, we've got loads of it. Mark Noble is one of them. There's plenty of it. But I felt on Saturday we were under the cosh a little bit in the second half. He came on and it just changed the game. I thought we were a lot more composed. We recycled possession a hell of a lot better. And we're going to need to do that. We have to do that. on Thursday night. And I still think Mark Noble is our best player at winning free kicks. I still believe that. He's always been good at it, always good at putting his body in the way of an oncoming player, getting a free kick, and just buying us time. And we're going to need a little bit of this dark arts of football, if you like, on Thursday. They're going to be at it. They will be at it. We need to as well. And I think having your captain on the pitch gives you the best chance.
Absolutely. Yeah. And also Mark Noble has won the Betway Cup as well, when you were just listing people's experience there. That's not
He's not got great success in it, has he?
His arm is tired from lifting that trophy, put it that way. So my final two players. So obviously that is my wing backs are Fornals and Johnson. The three centre halves said. Rice and Noble sitting, Souček just in front of them with a bit more license to get forward, and Lanzini very close to Antonio.
Yeah, our teams we've got the same personnel actually. We've got the exact same. Yeah, because I've got Lanzini and Fornals playing behind Michail Antonio. I think it's important to have those players playing, really. And part of the reason I selected Mark Noble, because it was either between Noble, Benrahma, or Vlasic to replace Bowen. And I thought, well, I don't trust the other two. I trust Mark Noble. I trust him. He's going to go out, give 100%, and he's going to be ready for it. Whereas the other two, I'm not too sure. And it's away from home as well. I think I've got that in mind as well. I would play this if it was at the London Stadium and it was 0-0 in the first leg or whatever. I'd play a bit more of an attacking team. But it's safety first for me on Thursday night, really, which is keep a clean sheet. Don't try anything funny. Don't take too many risks. Keep it safe. Keep it simple. Noble and team's the best chance. But massive game for Pablo Fornals.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is a good one for him to sort of prove himself in, and to show people what they're missing. Show that he should be in the Spanish squad. Show that maybe some other Spanish players that it's a good thing to do, even if you're not. You don't have to be that top level player, you know, that you can come over as an England under 21, as a Spain under 21 player and come over to this country and establish yourself in a Premier League team and play at a good level. And West Ham do play at a good level, obviously, in the Premier League and in Europe. So, I think it'd be a proud day for him and his family, that's for sure.
Right, let's look ahead to the game then. What's your hopes for it?
I just want to enjoy it. I just want to enjoy it. I really do. I honestly, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this because it is such a rare occasion and it should be enjoyed. And I'm damned if, like I said to you the other day, my boiler's broken, my car's broken. I'm damned if I'm going to spend a week going, West Ham, I've got Sevilla, I'm going to lose. No, I'm not prepared to do it. I'm going to really look forward to this. Really look forward to it. My hopes are that we're in it for the second leg. That's all I hope, really. If we can take that team back to the London Stadium I don't want to go back to London Stadium with us needing 4 goals to win. That's gone. The tie is gone if that's the case. If we can get it, there's a goal in it or something like that, and we come back, a European night there, I think it's just going to be amazing. The other hope that I have with this is that I spoke earlier about Sevilla's experience and the player's experience. If a player for Sevilla has a knock, they're experienced enough to say, actually, I can sit this one out. I'm not ready for this one. Because they have so much experience of it. And there is an assurance from them that there's probably going to be another round or another game afterwards. With our players, it's somewhat different. And I just hope that it's not such a special occasion that both Bowen and Rice put their hands in the air and say, yeah, I'm ready for this one. When they're not, because we don't need 90% Bowen or 90% Declan Rice for this one. I really don't. We saw with the tactics against Liverpool. If we get our tactics right, we're a really hard team to break down. And we've praised the hell out of Sevilla, the hell out of them. And they're a really good team. But we've just played a really good team in Liverpool. Liverpool are one of the best teams in Europe. They really are. So we can keep it tight. And we played well without Declan, by the way. Let's get that right as well. I thought we played well against Liverpool. We played well without Declan and for some of the game without Bowen. And we can get through without them. But they have to make the right decision because I'd rather get to that second leg still in the game with 100% Declan Rice, 100% Bowen than go 2 legs with them both 80% over both legs, if you know what I mean. That's my hopes for this as well.
Yeah, I would play a 90% Declan. I think because of what it is it's a cough, it's a chest infection. I think I'd be okay playing a 90% Declan for that. I think it's a bit different to Jared Bowen, which is impacting the way he moves essentially. Can he run as quick? Probably not. How much pain is he in? Probably quite a lot. Whereas Declan's probably not in pain per se. And we've seen him play in the past with a virus for West Ham, and he was fine. You couldn't even tell he had the flu or whatever. So I think I'd play a 90% Declan, but not a 90% Jared Bowen. But also because I think you can get away with replacing Jared Bowen a little bit, but I'm not sure you can get away with replacing Declan. I know we did well at Anfield without him, but I also don't think Liverpool were at their best that day either. I think this is a different, not level of opponent, it's a different level of game, if you like, this one altogether. And it would worry me to see us play without Declan Rice for this one. I would be worried. My confidence would come down a little bit. I mean, it worries me without Jared Bowen, but I'm sort of resigned to losing him. I'm not sure I'm resigned to losing Declan Rice as well. But my hopes are the same as you. I want to go there. I want to see a tactical plan. I want to see us have. We should have a plan. We've known about this game for 2.5 weeks now, maybe since the draw. It was on a Friday, so it was 2 weeks ago the draw was done. No reason why we've not got a plan specific to Sevilla set up. Losing Bowen is a loss, but we lost him on Saturday night. That's four full days for training in order to get something in action and up and running on the training pitch ahead of this game. So there's no excuses not to be ready for Sevilla. And I want to see the tie taken back to London, like you said, with us still in it. I think, I'm not saying I'll accept a goal defeat, but if it was just one goal in it in Sevilla's favour, that's still game on. It's still 1-0 down, 2-1 down. That's fine. We can deal with that on the night because the crowd will be the 12th man at London. It'll be a special night as well. So I'm like you. My hopes is we just keep it tight and it's game on at London Stadium. Are you confident for this one?
Yeah, I really am. Really am. I really do. I think, I don't know. It feels
it, doesn't it?
It feels it. I think we're going to win. I really do. I think we're going through to the next round. I just do. I don't know why. I don't know. Sense of entitlement. I don't know. Dreaming. I don't know. I really do. I'm bordering on cocky with it, But I'm feeling good about it. I don't want to be brought down to earth either. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite happy to go through. Since you say Tuesday lunchtime, I'm more than happy to go right the way through. Not just this Thursday until next Thursday, the next week. Sorry, what is it? Is it the one after? It's the one after that, isn't it? Is it 2 weeks?
Yeah, no, it's straight away. It's next Thursday.
It's 1 week. I'm more than happy to spend the next week and a half in this sort of mood of expectation and cockiness. I don't have a problem with that at all. You might find it a bit nauseating if you're watching the video, thinking, "Oh God." But
I wonder if they've noticed. I wonder if they've noticed watching videos in the last couple of days. We're just happier than usual. We're just laughing off links to Marcus Rashford a bit louder than we usually do. I wonder if it's having an impact on how we come across in videos. Like, you can tell we're playing Sevilla on Thursday night. Them two are happy.
Bring it on, Geo. I mean, this is exactly it. I am. I mean, transfer windows, particularly when old Antonio's flying off in his jet with his private doctor and coming back knackered from Jamaica. Oh, I mean, Antonio, I've got the hump with Antonio at this point. Honestly, at this point, Marcus Rashford, who needs Marcus Rashford? We got Antonio. He's going to kill the Sevilla defence. Honestly, I'm right behind him. I think Lanzini can score a worldie. I think Noble would be play like Pirlo and all the stuff. I think Zuma will look like the best defender in the world. And bring it on. Bring it on. I haven't seen the magic of Ben Johnson yet. Wait until old Pablo Fornell starts running down the wing with his Estrella and all the rest of it. It's going to be a good one, Geo. It's going to be a good one.
I can't wait. We're the underdogs. We are the underdogs, not just for Thursday night, but for the tie as well. Sevilla are heavy favourites for this. The heavy favourites to go on and win the thing. Them in Barcelona are expected to go on and win it. One of them's winning it. I like that. I like the pressure's off us completely. I think it helps us going into Thursday. Am I confident for Thursday night? No. But I'm confident we're going to go through to the quarterfinals. I think we'll win at the London Stadium. Regardless of what happens Thursday, I think we're winning at the London Stadium. I think that place is going to be special next week. And it just feels special. It probably is just the fan in us getting carried away, but something bugger it. Because how often do? We do, I don't know, 42, 45 previews in a normal season without European football. And every single preview, we're very realistic. We'll give our honest opinion, our honest prediction. We very rarely get carried away and think, bugger it, we're going to win. But so on this one occasion, I'm going to allow it. I think it's important. This is what football's about. I'm excited. I just can't wait. It does feel special, though. Like I said, the defeat against Liverpool didn't bother me whatsoever. It helped that I thought we played well. I think even if we played crap and got beat 4-0, I might have had a groan about it Saturday night, but come Sunday, I'd have been over it very quickly because of this game on the horizon. I just cannot wait. I can't wait to see the starting team. Can't wait to see Mark or Declan lead us out in Sevilla, where the final is going to be. I mean, it's a warm-up game for the final, this, isn't it? At least we're getting used to the changing rooms. We can work out what hotel we're like.
Write a bit of graffiti in the room.
Yeah.
Nobes was here, and I'll be back.
A sticker. They've got to get a sticker. Everybody's always got stickers, haven't they? Get them on lampposts and stuff. Something like
have some of that.
Anyway, can I get any final words from yourself as well as the all-important score prediction, please?
Mate, what can I say? There's no final words. Just I hope everybody enjoys it. I hope the players enjoy it, the coaching staff, the whole contingent from the club going over there. It's a massive experience for everybody. My phone has been buzzing and pinging with people sending me screenshots of what hotel they've booked and flying out to Malaga, and then I'm getting the thing there. I mean, it's magnificent. And for everybody traveling over there, I'm buzzing for them. Honestly, absolutely buzzing for them. And I can't wait to see the pictures from, the night before and people, enjoying themselves and having an Estrella and a paella and getting all warmed up. I think it's fantastic, mate. And I'm really looking forward to it, as I'm sure you can all tell. Score 0-0.
Oh, I was expecting you to go for a West Ham win, actually. I was surprised with that. I was expecting you to come out with something ludicrous, like 3-2 West Ham. Doesn't matter. They've got one of the best defences in the league. I'm going to say we're going to stick 3 past them. A very composed score prediction for me there at the end, surprisingly. I agree. I think the fans out there, what an occasion it is. I know people have gone out. Some have gone out yesterday, today. They're buzzing. Rightly so. It's going to be a special night for them as well. And it's a good point about you said about all the staff and stuff, because there is some staff at that club that worked at West Ham for over a decade. They've seen us in the Championship, the West Ham fans as well. And 2 years ago, they were probably feeding for their jobs as we're bordering on relegation. Just 2 years ago, we're in a relegation battle. COVID was coming around. The league was suspended. They're probably thinking, I'm going to have a job here. And even if I do have a job, if we'd get relegated, am I going to have a job again? There's 2 things almost like at risk of the job, and now here they are on a plane to Sevilla to go report on it and stuff. It must be unbelievable being part of that setup, and what a night it's going to be. What a night. And I'm going to say 0-0 as well, and I was generally going to say that before you said it. They don't concede much, Sevilla, and I think Moyes will go there with a clean sheet first as priority. And obviously you keep a clean sheet, you can't lose, and you take it back to London Stadium, then it's a game on kind of thing. And I don't like parking the bus. I hate it. But if it works, I'll very much be on board with it. But what I will say, if that is how we play, it'll be a very nervous and long 90 minutes for us on Thursday night. But the pressure's on Sevilla. Sevilla have to win on Thursday. They want, as much as we want to take the game back to our place, even Stevens, all square, they won't want that. They'll be thinking the last thing that we can do is go there with it being 0-0 or 1-1 to some extent. And the away goal suits us massively, the no away goal, because season's gone by, we'd have to go there and there'd be pressure on us to go and score. We're going to have to score. We cannot go there and lose 1-0, because if we win 2-1 at home, we're out because of the away goal. So the pressure's actually on them, really. We're okay to go there and not score an away goal and take it back to our place. The advantage is massively swings in the favour of the home team in the second tie with this no away goal ruling this year. And fortunately for this one, it's us. Anyway, Gonzo, it's a 5:45 kickoff, which means at 4:40 on Thursday, myself and Gonzo will be live with a build-up show where we take a look at that all-important West Ham team, the Sevilla team, and we'll be getting very interactive with the live chat. So if you're not in Sevilla, make sure you're on Ham's Chat YouTube channel and get interacting with us from 4:40 onwards. It's exciting, isn't it, Gonzo?
It really is. It really is.
Right, you enjoyed this, baby? Drop a like on the Scout YouTube channel, myself and Gonzo. We'll catch you tomorrow night in a cup of tea.